What's up, everyone? It's Jamie back again on the Jamie Show, and yes, Tuesday morning, I'm back. It feels good. I feel good today. So today, what we're going to be talking about, we're going to be talking about comedy. So you got me just today. Hopefully, I can get a guest on tomorrow. If not, I will let you know. But just a few things, people. Make sure to like the Facebook page. Remember to download the Relax Radio app and make sure to follow us on Instagram and also Twitter as well. And also check out my socials. Humorous_J, my Instagram, and also my Snapchat is Jamie Richards 19, Facebook, Jamie Richards, and then my YouTube channel, Humorous J. So I'm a funny person if you already could tell. But people, yes, it's gonna be a good show today. Comedy. My name is in comedy, so it's gonna be a good show. We're gonna talk about. Just give me a second. It's gonna be good. So we're gonna be talking about. Obviously, we're gonna do what's trending. Quote of the day. I haven't done that in a while, so we're going to do that. We're going to discuss that today. Discuss comedy. I know. So what's it like to do comedy? Because I used to do a lot of comedy skits. So I'll let you know how I used to work with those and everything. And you're gonna know a bit more about why I started comedy and why the way I am really like I like just make jokes and everything. But what we'll do first, what's trending? So we're gonna go on Twitter, see what's trending. See if it can help us. We always see if little things can help us along the way with obviously with the show and everything, with the whole topic and everything. So, cool. What's trending? West Ham versus Sheffield United. I didn't watch that match, but the 3-0 to West Ham. Jesse Lingard playing really well, just moving there. So 3-0 to West Ham. So yeah, that's what's trending. The top one. George Floyd. George Floyd. George Floyd. Oh yeah, I do remember George. R.I.P. to George Floyd. Crazy what happened, man. Crazy what happened to what happened last year. It literally sparked a massive protest last year with the whole Black Lives movement and everything. And just a bit to talk about that really, because obviously it's trending now and it's such a big topic. Like, I feel like when it came to, like, for example, anything to do with racism and anything, it never got filmed as much. But then now everyone has their phones out and everything, and everyone has social media, and people kind of want to make certain things aware. They use social media. And that's obviously, I've talked about social media having an effect, having a bad effect, having a good effect. With stuff like this, social media has like a big effect on it because social media is such a big platform. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Like, one thing could pop off and everyone can see it. So I'm happy it was filmed because racism it's always been there. It's always been there, but it's not filmed as much. But now it is. So we're being more aware now, so which is good. Any racist harassment or racist behavior, it gets picked up so quickly now. It's ridiculous. Like way before anyway. Obviously, when I was in like secondary school, you didn't really hear it as much. Like with a lot of like racist things on social media or anything, you didn't hear it as much. But now you hear it. Like literally anyone that does anything, it picks up on. Footballers now, your account. If you're for example, it's hard. Like if you're a spam account is basically an account where you just spam, like you don't really use that account. And those are the accounts that are kind of making these racial slurs to footballers and everything. So it's hard to kind of stop them from doing it, to be fair. So, but yeah, George Floyd trending right now. I think his trial's happening in March. So keep your eyes out for that. I think the trial for George Floyd is in March. So yeah, Jack Wilshere's trending as well. I think. Oh, so today is the day he had that performance against Barcelona. Incredible. That was. I'm gonna watch that video after, definitely, because that performance there. Boy, ridiculous. Like ridiculous. So that's what happened. EastEnders was trending. EastEnders is going crazy. It's going crazy. People, I don't know what's happening, man. Just so much things are happening in EastEnders. I'm just like, why is that happening? And I have no shame in watching EastEnders. That I don't really care. But yeah, like Phil getting with Kat, I was shocked. I was like, what the hell? And I know he's supposed to go on a date with Sharon. Oh, I'm spoiling it for some people. Sorry. I'm sorry. But that's trending. India versus England. Cricket, football, RB Leipzig. I think they're facing Liverpool today. And Jota is in the squad. So yeah, should be a good game today. Very good game. So keep your eyes out for that. Obviously, university's trending as well. That's difficult for uni people. Boy, I feel for you, man. I feel for you because you lot are just you're used to kind of going to lectures, not really doing online classes. Like you're basically back in school again. And that's a bit annoying. But you get to do things at the comfort of your home. You're keeping safe and everything, which is kind of the best part. Right now, things are so difficult. So yeah, man, it's just tough, man. It's just tough. What else is trending? Gen Z. I'm not too sure what that is. Gen C, I'm not sure what that is, but we'll move on from that. Chelsea versus Newcastle. Obviously, Bruce out. Yeah, man. It's a tough time for Newcastle fans, man. It's a tough time. But it's a tough time. It's difficult. I don't think Newcastle get relegated. Like the bottom three are a lot worse. West Brom, Fulham, and Sheffield United. But even Fulham got a decent result against the other day against Everton. So they could get out of it, but if Newcastle doesn't hurry up and pick up their form, boy, it could be a sad time for the Toons. Camp Nou is trending. So today was the day that so it's Barcelona versus PSG, and today obviously Neymar's injured, so he can't face his old club, which is kind of mad. I think they would have hoped, but hopefully Mbappe can do the job for them. I don't think he can do it on his own. He's still so young, so. Yeah, it's difficult for them right now. But yeah, that's what's trending right now. If you want to check out, like I said, check out our Twitter, Relapse Radio. Just check it out. Cool. We'll go on to the next part. Quote of the day. Cross off what's trending. And we'll go on to the quote of the day. So my quote of the day, and I have got it from Google, actually. You always pass failure on the way. So when you pass failure on the way, on your road to your journey, your career, whatever you want to do in life, yeah, I'm gonna be very, very, very motivational right now. So be ready. So when you're going through life or whatever you're doing or whatever career you want to do, expect failure. Like expect things to not go your way. For example, with me, I've had a lot of opportunity to be on TV turned down, being rejected. So in a way, I failed, like in a way of not getting to what I need to do, but obviously failed the application process. And you just got to keep going. And I finally had an opportunity 3 weeks ago, I think. And obviously it's going to be airing soon. I don't know when, but they said it will be soon. They gave me a kind of a rough date, but I can't really say. But if I didn't keep going, then maybe I wouldn't have got that opportunity. So the quote of the day is, you always pass failure on the way. Expect it and don't be too disheartened when it happens, because it happens. Like a lot of people can't do certain, like a lot of things, like for example, this laptop I'm on, like it's failed. Like a lot of people have failed the prototype until they actually got the final thing. You've got to kind of, even in a way, make mistakes. Like it will make you sure, like where can I learn from this and everything. So you always expect it. So just it will always happen. So expect it if you're starting something, and just know it's gonna happen. Another quote, actually, you know what we'll do? We'll change this to the quote of the day, to change to 5 quotes of the day, because I've missed out a lot. So we'll go on to the next quote on Google. You're off to great places. Today is your day. And that's a simple one. You've woken up today. Be grateful. You're off to a good start. You've woken up. Now the next part is down to you. So making sure you use your time wisely. I can't fathom it enough. Like, I'm so happy every Tuesday and Wednesday I have something to do. Speak to you guys every morning. Even if no one's here, or it's on the Instagram live, or it's watched again, I'm happy that I could do this every day and be able to share what myself anyway, and what I love to waffle. So every morning you hear me waffle. Do you get what I'm saying? So Yeah, the next one is no one is perfect. That's why pencils have erasers. I can't fathom that one enough. You always keep trying things, people. Keep trying things. At the end of the day, nothing's impossible. Like, it's only impossible if you make it impossible. So if you have a dream and you're saying no, it's impossible, there's no way it's impossible. You could start it. You can start it 100%. 100%. So that's the next one. Winning doesn't always mean being in first. And that's a perfect one. You never, trust me. For example, take the example of Big Brother. Not Big Brother, Britain's Got Talent. Britain's Got Talent, the first place, I don't think first place have ever gone on to hit the heights. Hit the heights. Do you get what I'm saying? It's always people that finish second. Diversity. They didn't come first. They didn't come first. And then look what they achieved. So you should never ever think yourself like you need to come first. Like you need to be the number one, like to get to where you want to be. Yes, aspire to it, but you don't need to be the number one to get to where you want to be. So that's a very good quote. The next one, the second to last one. No, 6. I got 6 for you. Sorry, I can't even count today. I failed the math. The next one, you're brave. You're braver than you believe, and stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. And that's just being confident, man. Like, trust me. People think life. Don't get me wrong. Life's hard. You deal with certain situations, but life is what you make it. If you want, be brave, man. Go for something. Like, don't hide away. Don't think yourself, oh no, I won't be able to do this. Like, keep going for things, man. And you're stronger. Like, a lot of people, like, look at me. Like, I'm slim, but I know, and that's because obviously lockdown and everything. But when I was going gym a lot, and I was building a lot of strength, and I was building a lot, and that was. You never think to yourself, wow, you're never gonna get stronger, or like even if, for example, it's not even being stronger in physically, it's the mind as well. You get what I'm saying? It's the mind. So definitely, you're smarter than what you think. With me, a lot of people say I'm the dumbest smart person. No, I'm the most dumbest intelligent person they've ever met, and that's because yes, I say some dumb things sometimes, but I'm smart. Like I know that, like, for example, how can I say it? I know how to work. I know how to work things. I know how to structure myself, and that's being smart up there, man. You don't pressure yourself too much. But that's a good one. And the last one is it always seems impossible until it happens. Well, until it happens. People, like I said, I'll say it again. Nothing's impossible. Nothing's impossible. Like, anything you want to do, you can do it. It's all about getting it out there. Getting it out there. So those are the 6 quotes. You know what we'll do is every show we'll do 6 quotes. We'll do 6 quotes for the part of the show. We'll do a trending shoot. We'll do what's trending, and then we will do. Obviously, we'll just drop some motivational quotes in because it's the morning, so I kind of want to get you lot going. So we'll do 6 quotes every show we have. How about that? You heard it here first, people. But yeah, we're gonna go on break. You know, we go on break every 15 minutes. But the last minute, I'll just tell you today, comedy. I've been doing comedy for a while. I used to do comedy skits. This was like not last year, the year before. I was doing comedy skits, and I miss them, man. I'm gonna start doing them again, but I miss doing comedy skits because they were unreal. Like, doing comedy and making people laugh is something that I enjoy. I love making people laugh, my friends, even acquaintances, even just strangers. I love making them laugh. I love making my patients at work laugh. Do you get what I'm saying? So I love comedy is such a big thing for me, and it's going to be a good topic. We're going to be talking about memes, skits, little funny videos sometimes, and even we're going to talk about the people that I've kind of find funny, and we're going to do a top 5 for me of comedies that I've watched and why I like them and everything. So we're going to go on a quick break, people. Cup of tea, do whatever, and we'll be back in a minute or two, okay?
Relax Radio. Relax Radio.
Yes, people, and we are back on the Jamie Show. Hope you're having a good morning. Hope you're all happy seeing my face today. I know you are. But today, just a recap. We've been in the first part of the show. We're doing a watch trend, and we do that every Wednesday and Tuesday. And we did a quote of the day, and we're gonna change it up a little bit. So instead of just giving you one quote, we're gonna give you like 6 quotes. Yeah, just to give you a bit of motivation to kind of wake you lot up and have a good day. Okay, but that's what we've been doing. But the topic today is comedy. So my name, Humorous J. That's why I call myself on Instagram and YouTube as well. I started that I think 2 years ago. 3 years ago, I think. I started Humorous J 3 years ago. The reason why I called it Humorous J was I was working, funny story, I was working in the warehouse. And I met these 2 people. I met a lot of people there, but mainly these 2 people, they just thought I was funny. And then the fact that I never really had that, like I just met 2 people out of nowhere, and obviously I'm good friends with them now. It's crazy, and they just thought I was funny, and I thought, you know what, I need to kind of start something. I was working in a warehouse, I weren't really going anywhere. Like my Instagram weren't doing anything, so I thought, you know what, fun it. I'm gonna start comedy. I'm gonna start making videos. I'm gonna start because people thought I was funny, so I thought, you know what, I might as well. So I called it. I was thinking of different names. I was gonna say Funny J or Comedy J, but then I thought there's too many names. Like there's comedy, like Comedy Mics, Funny Mics, like even M Bamps. There's someone called. So I thought, you know, I'm gonna be different and call myself Humorous J. I bring a lot of humor, and that's just not obviously it can be any kind of humor. So it just depends on how you like it. So yeah, that's why I started it, and then ever since then, I haven't looked back. Like a lot of people find my content funny. I was on 3,000. I think I was on about 4,000, 3,000 followers, and then all of a sudden now I'm on like 7K. So I kept going, and I haven't looked back. Do you get what I'm saying? So I think I just started making 1-minute videos, like of just scenarios. So for example, I done one. What's it like for Lucian market trader? Funny video. And then I was doing loads of them all the time, posting them. I was only posting my pictures as well. Don't get me wrong, but videos as well. I was posting a lot. And then I think I made like an episode on called The Richest Family. And I might go back to that because that was something where it was kind of like a script, but I didn't write out a script, but it was kind of like a script. And I made those videos. I might go back to them because they were good. So making those, making people laugh. I've got a lot of good attention. I remember, I think one, and then I stopped making those 1 minute videos because I was like, it weren't really going anywhere. So I thought, you know what? Let me just put videos out there, get my personality out there. Started doing that, and people found that funny. So I have two elements now. I can do this acting, but I can also just be myself, and people find it funny. And then eventually, I started making like wordplay stuff and everything. People found that funny. So yeah, Humorous J, comedy, making people laugh, putting a smile on people's faces. That's something I love. I love doing that. And I will always continue to do that regardless of what platform I'm on. I will always be Humorous J because that's how far it's got me. Even to this as well, like I can be myself. I can be funny. Hopefully you guys find me funny. So yeah, that's why I started comedy and I haven't looked back at it. But comedy in general, it brings a lot out of people, man. Like there's a lot of people that I can definitely relate to. Like M Bance, he does the whole skit stuff and he's scenarios, like he comes up with so many and he has over 200 videos. So it's mad to think there's almost like 200 scenarios that you could just make funny stuff out of, which is crazy, man. And to be fair though, I kind of got it from those kind of people, not M Bumps because he's just recently blown up, but people like Mo the Comedian, he does the whole how could I say it? So like for example, teachers, like you get a lot of teachers like the different teachers, like the angry teacher, the calm teacher, the sporty teacher, and he acts them out how we kind of see them as, and it's so relatable. You're like, bro, like that's really happened. That's really, really happened. So it's funny, man. So he does all of that. A Mo the Comedian, even Steve-O the Madman. And he does obviously, like, for example, he does acting on his Snapchat, but he's just himself. And he's hilarious. Like, he's hilarious. And he's done the whole skit things before as well. So everyone started from skits. Like, it's kind of like the easy way to kind of connect with people because you're thinking about certain scenarios and relatable scenarios. Like, for example, me, what's a scenario that I could think of off the top of my head? Like, for example, when my mum used to say to me, you have to be on at a certain time. If you're not back, then discipline. I said, obviously, discipline. Check my show out last week. I was talking about discipline, family discipline. Check that out. But yeah. And then you would make a skit out of it. And then a lot of people will relate to it because it's true. And adding the funny side to it, then it's not as serious. Don't get me wrong. When you was younger, you was like this, you don't really want to listen to Mumsy. Like, you're not going back in at this time. But then the funny side of it, if you don't do it, then people used to make some funny endings, man. So, which is good, man. So people like Mo the Comedian, I was looking up to, Steve-O the Madman, even Harry Panero. But Harry Panero kind of started late for me, and he kind of encouraged me to kind of be funny, making like little videos. And those little videos are basically more like when you just get your personality out there. Like, for example, I done one, I said the other day that God created the world in 6 days, but then on the 7th day, he rested. But I said on the 7th day, he created me. And a lot of people found that funny. Even the other day, I must have put up a video and I was talking about, what did I say? I do a Jamie's Diary and I was saying, what did I say? I can't remember, but it was funny. It was very funny. And a lot of people found that thing. And that's what I want to do now. Instead of just doing the whole 1 minute skits, I want to get my personality out there. Do you get what I'm saying? So, yeah, influencers can be funny in various different ways. Even captions. Like, I know, for example, someone named Don Strapsy, his captions are hilarious. Like, hilarious. And you could be funny in different ways, man. And people think that it's not, I wouldn't say it's not easy just to be funny in general. Like, it's not a skill or anything. Like, you could develop it. But to be like a class act is good. And to be fair though, I've got it back from when I was in like secondary school, whatever. Like, a lot of people just found me funny. A lot of people found me funny and everything. So it all came together and I thought, let me just make Humorous J. And then seeing these people, it just added more. It enticed me. So that's a word, enticed me to kind of start making videos and start doing all of that stuff, which is good, man. Even like for example, I watch a lot of American stuff, and a lot of the American comedy people, for example, DC Young Fly, he started off by making vines and roasting people, and that's comedy. When comedy makes you laugh, when it's there to be laughed at, it's there to be laughed at. DC Young Fly is hilarious. Top. If he ever sees this, or if I ever meet him, I'll be too gassed because he makes me want to do funny videos as well. Just by funny videos, he just makes me want to do it. Even someone like Funny Mike as well. If you don't know, check them out. They're worth the watch. Definitely worth the watch. So yeah, that's what I do. Definitely gonna go back to making skits again, because it's weird because it's such a good when you think of an idea and it comes out how you want it to come out, then you know that you've done well because you've written out a good script, you've written out the script, and then you banged the video. So I have no complaints. I'm definitely gonna go back to that 100%. But yes, people, that's what I used to do. Even memes. Memes on Instagram kill me. If you know what memes are just basically like, for example, like there's been a funny face that's gone viral, and people would put a caption over it, and that's a meme. Like even certain things that I say, if I said something wrong, it's a meme. Like you can make anything out of a meme. Like, you get what I'm saying? And on Instagram, that's on my timeline, full of memes. On TikTok as well. So much memes come out from that. There's a weird thing that's going around as well. I thought it was hilarious. People are putting Gorilla Glue. And I was like, I saw it, and I was like, I saw this girl from America. She put it out. She put Gorilla Glue in it, and it's finally out. And I saw some other one doing it, and they asked for a what was it? They was like, they might make a GoFundMe page so they can get people to pay them to get the Gorilla Glue move. I'm thinking to myself, you put that in your hair. Why is anyone gonna feel sorry for you? And the worst thing about it is, just a bit off topic as well. My friend right now is sick right now. A good friend of mine's sister, brother, and obviously we went to secondary school with him as well. And he's sick right now, and you're using GoFundMe pages to fund for a cause or someone who needs it. You don't need it. Yes, you need your hair back. Don't get me wrong, but you've put your hair like that. For example, if I'm growing my hair, this is my choice. You put Gorilla Glue in your hair, and that's your choice. I don't want to hear it. So this Gorilla Glue stuff, I don't get it. Like with me, I don't get this whole Gorilla Glue stuff to put in your hair. For what? So I don't know why, but that's a funny thing that was happening, man. So yeah. Someone put Gorilla Glue in their hair. I can never. This hair is too soft for Gorilla Glue to go in my hair. Impossible. But yes, people, that's what we've been talking about: memes, skits, little funny videos as well. I've also shouted at a couple people, so make sure you check them out. The last part of the show, we'll be talking about kind of the most famous people that I can't wait to share with you guys. The famous people I kind of not really looked up to, but anything to do with comedy, these are the people that I would suggest or even watch. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's some funny people. So we're definitely gonna go Instagram live as well. But the next part of the show should be gonna be the last part of the show. Few things, people, to always do: like the Facebook page, Relax Radio. Remember to download the app, and also remember to follow us on Instagram and also Twitter as well. So that's gonna be me. Make sure go get a cup of tea, do whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'll still be here. Last 15 minutes, gonna be a good show. And yeah, see you guys in a bit.
Oh, Relax Radio.
Yes, people, and we are back. We are back on the Jamie Show on Relax Radio. And today, obviously, first part of the show, we're talking about what's trending, and we've done 6 quotes of the day. Instead of 1, we've done 6. We don't do 1 no more. We're going to be continue doing 6 from the foreseeable future. And we've been discussing comedy as well, and what it's like to do comedy. Obviously, I told you how it's fun. It's hard sometimes, difficult getting content out like on a regular basis, but it's fun. Like, it's a fun process because once you get it out there and people laugh and it's worked, you can't really you haven't really got any complaints, which is good. But this part of the show is probably going to be the favorite part of the show for me anyway. I have 5 people. 1, 2, 3. I can't even count today. 1, 2, 5 people. Yes, 5. Yeah, 5 people that I've kind of watched and I find so hilarious because it's the way they are and they're just so different and they're the comedy kings. I'll be honest, they're the comedy kings. No ascending order, no like from top to bottom. You get what I'm saying? But you know what? Actually, we'll do that. We'll rank them. We'll rank them from 1 to we'll rank them from 1 to 5. If you're watching this now or you're watching this on the live stream or you can watch on my YouTube channel, put down where you would rank these people. Put down where you'd rank these people and how funny you think these guys are. So yeah, let's get into it. So the first person, short little man from America, which is Kevin Hart. He's the first person I watched, like first comedian I properly watched. Don't get me wrong, you got your Eddie Murphys and Steve Harveys, but with him, Kevin Hart was someone I found so hilarious. Like even Laugh on My Pain, Think Like a Man, so many shows that he's done, and there's so many videos that I've watched him, and I can't get enough of him, man. And he's just funny and he's so relatable. Like some of the things he says, it's like, rah, that's actually happened to me. And to be short as well, like he's short. Like I think he's like 5'3". Like he's very short. So he's coming up to here to me. I'm 5'10". So the fact that he's probably coming up to here to me. And he's such a big guy. Like not big guy, but he's a big personality. So definitely Kevin Hart is someone I would recommend easily, without a doubt. So check out Kevin Hart. Check out all of his stand-ups. It's on Netflix. Check all of them out because it honestly, best thing ever. Best thing ever. So Kevin Hart, I'm always gonna put him at number 1. I'm putting him at number 1. So number 1, Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart number 1, definitely. So number 2. Yeah, I should have went from 5 to 1, innit? I should have went from 5 to 1. No, but we'll rank them. Number 1 being the best one. Kevin Hart for me, elite level, goated, whatever. Number 2, all right. He's someone that I've only recently, like my brother definitely introduced me to him. And I think a lot of people will know who he is, man. And it's Romesh. Romesh. If you don't know Romesh, I think he's an Asian comedian. And people, it's the way it's his outburst sometimes, isn't it? And how serious he is. But he's so serious, but it's so funny as well how serious he is. There we go. It's so funny. He just says certain things, and you're like, nah, no way. So Romesh, obviously, I've seen him on BBC Three, even Sky as well. I think the Football League show. I think that's what it's called. But he's on there every day. Every time I watch him, he makes me laugh. I know he's got his own show as well. But I forgot the guy that he's co-hosting with. But Romesh, definitely for me, number 2, 100%. Number 2, Romesh. If you ever see this comment, I would love to get him on there for you guys. So I definitely will try and. Don't get me wrong, getting people like Kevin Hart, difficult, impossible. Because I know he said things aren't impossible, but he wouldn't see my DM. Like I've DM stuff to bear a load of people, and it's not come through. So, but hopefully one day nothing's impossible, like I said in the first part of the show, which is oh man, I'm having slippers on by the way, so that's why the drop was crazy. Boom, damn. But yeah, he's number 2, Romesh. Number 1, Kevin Hart. Romesh number 2. Amazing people, amazing. Off to a good start. I'm telling you now, it's a good start. Number 3. He's someone I haven't really watched for a while, but I always used to watch his Good News, Live at the Apollo. I watched a lot of things, and that's Russell Howard. Yes, Russell Howard. Love Russell Howard, man. Amazing person. Do you know what it is with Russell Howard? Yeah, he's just so. He reminds me of that era, yeah, of like the in-betweeners. Like when the in-betweeners were breaking out and how crazy they were. That's when he kind of started blowing up, when in-betweeners were coming about. And they're kind of in the same like region of comedy, obviously. In-betweeners is more an inappropriate kind of like comedy. And he's more inappropriate comedy as well, which is lit. So definitely number 3, I would say Russell Howard. Like I said, I used to watch his Good News on live on the Apollo, on BBC 3, sorry. His Good News on BBC 3, and that was good. I love that a lot. Amazing. So definitely Russell Howard. He's up there with the British comedians. I don't really know much like American. I only know Kevin Hart, Eddie Murphy, DC Young Fly. I only know like a couple of American like thingy, but I mostly know the British kind of people. Next one, I've only watched him but I know he does comedy. I haven't watched any of his stand-up, and I haven't watched any of it. You know what? We've got 6 actually, and this one is a special mention. We'll definitely say, because he's a special mention we got for number 6. But the 4th one, I'm gonna go, and I've watched his Bad Education, and if you know, obviously I'm going off that, you know who I'm talking about, Jack Whitehall. Funny, hilarious man, hilarious. And like I said, I've only watched him in his Bad Education. He was obviously the star in it. Jack Whitehall, man. I remember all those episodes. I watched every season. I watched all the seasons, and I really might binge watch them again. So Jack Whitehall, like I said, I didn't watch much of his stand up, but I definitely watched his episode. 4th one, he's a bit of a difficult one. I didn't know whether to put him. I didn't know whether to put him in. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I do like the way he is. Jimmy Carr. If you know who Jimmy Carr is, he's one of them people that with me. I'm someone who likes I like inappropriate like comedy in it. I like, obviously for certain viewers it's not good, but I do like that. I find it hilarious. Also, I'm young as well sometimes, so I think more the older viewers don't really like that kind of stuff. What he says, I'm just going off assumption. But he's 5. What am I doing? I can't count. 5, 4. Yeah. 5, 4, yeah. So yeah. Jimmy Carr number 5. I'll put him at 5 because I don't really like know about him. I've just seen just little clips of him and the way he is. Oh, he had a show. I can't remember. He had a show and he was co-hosted with someone. Oh, it was funny, man. But Jimmy Carr, number 5 for me. And number 6, but I'm putting this even ahead of Kevin Hart. And this is an honorable mention. And obviously I've said his name before in the show as well. And that's Mo, the comedian. And obviously we'll talk about him before we go. Mo, the comedian, is elite. I remember when he dropped his Netflix series, yeah, I knew that was going to be a banger. I knew it because his time was due, man, to have something like that. Because his Instagram, you could binge watch for ages and you wouldn't get bored. You wouldn't get bored. Man, when he came out with a couple of cans that summer, that was the best summer. If anyone says the summer of that, if a song reminds you, Mo the Comedian reminds me of that summer 2019. Summer 2019, Mo the Comedian, a couple of cans. His couple of cans tour. I wish I went to one of those, man. I wish. Because I guarantee you it would have made me laugh, man. 100%. Because if his Instagram is making me laugh, then I would have loved it. I would have absolutely loved it. Yeah. Honorable mention, Mo the Comedian. I hope he sees this. I hope I can do some work with him one day because extraordinary. Now I can hope, I pray that I can get him on there, man. 100%. But yeah, my people, those are the people that I've watched and I kind of look up to. Not really look up to, but I kind of like love to watch on a regular basis. So that's it, people. So that's the end of the show. I should be back tomorrow. If any problems, you know, I'll let you know. Come on, man. But yeah, make sure to do always like the Facebook page. Remember to download the Relax Radio app. Remember to follow us on Instagram and also Twitter as well. Check out my social, which is humorous_J Instagram, YouTube channel, Humorous J, and also my Facebook is Jamie Richards. Okay? We are over and out, people. Take care.